How's it? How's it? First day of the challenge in the books. As I said on Profitly, if anyone got to read the quick blog, I left my trades that I took were solid. I just left a lot on the table. So let's just get right into it. Explain what I did here. First off, I traded too much. I took 4 total trades. It should only been 2 max today. First couple trades I made were the first trade I made was on ITCI. Perfect gap down play. Yesterday it had gap down a lot from the weekend, from about 14 all the way down to 750s, and worked its way back up and closed strong. So what I was doing is I was looking for the gap down, which we got, and I was going to take a short with any spike using the previous close as risk level. So let's go to the 1 minute here. So with that, we opened up. We didn't really get any significant spike. So once we landed under VWAP here, I took a $500 position at 985. Right? Yeah, 985 short. And I was looking for that fade. Well, I'm sitting there. I got short just in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. About 4 or 5 minutes goes by and we're consolidating. When this wick came down here and held, I wasn't too worried. We were still under VWAP. So I'm holding. And as I'm holding, I was watching ANGI, all pre-market, obviously. They had I'd have to look, I forgot. I think it was a buyout price at 850. So I was looking for a weak bounce at the open here, and then a washout. So I took a short at. So what happened was, I seen it spiking up, and it didn't look too strong with this first initial spike here, and I wanted to take a position, but since I have the small account, I am not able. Obviously, I didn't have enough buying power, even with SureTrader's buying power, to take both positions. So I got out of the ITCI position at 978. I got out at 978 just as I didn't even really notice we were breaking down. I took a quick peek at the level 2, 978. It didn't really look like we were breaking down at that point because we had already seen a breakdown of 970 here and came back up. So I really wanted to take the position on ANGI. I thought there was more room to work with there. It was a better setup. And what do you know? A minute after I get out of the ITCI position, we get a fade, and we end up fading down to the mid 920s, 60 cents off of my initial short position. So that was a little frustrating watching that go, but at least I know it was I was on the right track. It was a solid trade. I just didn't let it play through. So the ITCI was only like a $30, $35 winner. It should have been $300. So that was the only time I traded that ticker, but that was my thought process on that right there. The big gap down, the Monday morning, huge gap down. Had a strong day trying to work back up, close the gap. And then I looked for that gap down this morning, which we got perfectly. And the play was to short into any spike that was, sorry, I'm on my laptop right now. was to short into any spike using, I think it was 1045 was the level. So I would have started adding to short into the 20s, 30s using 1045 as my risk level. We didn't get that, so as soon as we popped down under VWAP and none of these bumps right here were weak, we popped under VWAP and I took the position. But like I said, I got out because I tried to get too cute with it, and I thought I had a better opportunity with ANGI. So we'll go over to ANGI here. So as I get off ITCI, I take a short with ANGI. I'm struggling here on my laptop. Where did I get short here? I got short at 926. I got short at 936 on this second pop. We didn't on this, so we had this. This is tough on the laptop. I do it on my computer next time. So this initial push to the upside here at the open, we had all this resistance pre-market here. So this is what I was using as a risk level. So we hopped up here, and when we came back down here, we held, obviously, but I wasn't too concerned about holding. I knew we were gonna find support somewhere, and I looked to grab another short position using all of this as my risk. So I took a starter 500 shares at 935, pretty close to the top of this candle, and when we broke the 940. I didn't panic out right away. That was only 5 cents off of my initial entry. So I didn't panic out. I only had 500 shares. And we hopped up. Good thing I didn't. We hopped up another 10 cents. And we came right back down. And I ended up covering in the mid 920s. Right in here, 923. I think 924 I was out. 924. Just because I anticipated a bounce off VWAP, which we ended up getting. I probably could have waited till we were closer down, but I felt like a lot of people may have been taking a short position on this, with the 850 being the price of the buyout. So I was anticipating somewhat of a squeeze, I guess. I just thought that I had a solid opportunity here. I wanted to take my first position on this initial bounce, but like I said, I was in ITCI, so this was the next best thing here, and it looked solid to me. We didn't even break through. When we had this weak candle here, I thought we might have another leg down, and when we didn't get that and we broke through, I was already out at 926. So that was it for that play. Then we ended up squeezing up higher, and when I seen this big crack here, what I look for after this huge crack is another push to this high of day, and take a short into this as my risk. Obviously, that's tough. It's a big green day. I don't like to short on first green days, but just the circumstances. So. And I didn't. I stayed away and just let it go. So the first trades in the morning, I was up about $130 total, and then I tried to get smart, and I made another trade on ANGI late in the day. I took a short at 922, if I remember correctly, where I did that. It was late. Let me look here. Yep, it was right here. Okay. So I watched this consolidate. I watched this did this weak bounce here, and when we started to break down, and once we broke down through VWAP, I felt that we were going to continue to the downside here and push towards 9 and then break down into the 8s. With that price at 850. Obviously that didn't happen, but I took a short position at 922. Now I should not be shorting into weakness. That's a big rule. But like I said, I just got cute with it. I tried to get smart, and I didn't really stick to my rules, and it burned me a little bit, and I took a $40 loss on this. I got short at 922 right in here as we were breaking down, and I could have took the 10 cents there, but I thought we were going to break down further. We didn't. And then when we hop back up here on this quick little pop, and we stayed below VWAP, I was even more confident that we were going to see more to the downside. But we double bottomed right here really quick, and we started to push up, and once we pushed through VWAP, I got out at 930. So I took that loss there. So that was that. A total of 4 trades. Oh, I forgot the first trade on ANGI. My bad. I'm all over the place here. Did I take one right at the open? I did. See, I'm trading way too much. Can't even remember when I took the first trade. That was what happened. I took a trade on ANGI. I got out of that for a small gain. Went into ITCI, and I came back to ANGI when I seen this second pop here. I wanted to get short into, and that's when I took off ITCI. So my first play on ANGI was a short at 920. Let me find it. Yep, short at 920. And then I short 500 at 920, and then I added at 927, right at the top here at this candle, close to the top. And then I took off into this weakness just under VWAP 915. Obviously I left more on the table, like I said, another 15 cents a share. But so I had a total of 750 shares at 922 average, and I was out at 915. So I had 3 winners today, 1 loser. My 3 winners totaled 130 about. My loser was around $40. So I was around $80 in the green today. I just totally blew it on ITCI. That was the play. And ANGI wasn't even a good play. I thought with the 850 price target, or with the 850 mark, that we were going to see some fade, and we didn't. But this was ITCI was a perfect gap down play. And I left 60 cents on the table, a few $100. But that's trading. So that's what we had for today. All right, so yeah, we had $80 today, which was Tuesday. I will be back tomorrow. I'll have I didn't put a watch list out last night. There will be a watch list out tomorrow and every other night moving forward. I got to get some schoolwork done, and then I'll get my watch list out later tonight, and I'll post it again in the morning on Profitly and my Twitter. And let's take down tomorrow. Let's keep going green. Hopefully we get some few green days in a row. We can build upon this and look to take it down for the next 30 days.